Hey, welcome to the X and One Legion cast. It's me, Randy. I'm here with Matt and Mitchem. How's it going?
Great. Lots of news. Mitchem's holding in a scream. Let it out, Mitchem.
Matt, did you actually mark up our bingo card?
I did. We did have a bingo.
Okay. Well, we will have to go through the bingo card and see what we got right and see what we got wrong. But guys, we're gonna get into Adepticon stuff this week. We did a short video of like our 5 big highlights. But yeah, we're gonna look at pictures. We're gonna get all up in there. We're gonna read the lines between the lines. Lines on lines on lines. See what we can glean, try to muster. But hey, we got points update coming around the corner as well. So, man, it's an exciting time to be a Legion player, guys. There's so much coming down the pipeline. We are finally seeing the light at the end of this long reproduction tunnel. That came out a little odd, what I just said. But we're going to continue to roll with it into hobby harassment.
Yeah.
Let me redeem myself. I will go first. I can't quite remember what I talked about last time, but I did. I painted up another sleeper cell guy. I don't know if I showed that. Yeah. There.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
I like
and
the
then
terrain too.
This terrain I've been working on as well. That's,
I love that.
Part of the Bespin landing platform. Guys, I love my airbrush. I used to have an old airbrush that wasn't working so good, and so like I really fell off the airbrush train, but I got a newer one, and man, these big pieces of terrain, it's so quick getting those base now, and so like it's a godsend. So I've been enjoying it, and then here's a little closer.
Yeah, I love the cloak.
Yep. So my rebels are all Cloud City themed to match this table. I was a rebel player, and I was like, eventually I'm going to build a Cloud City table, and then I started playing Shadow Collective, and then I continued to pursue building this table, and then I got the table, and I was like, my army that I play mostly is like sand desert based and doesn't match it at all. But we're bringing it around. I got the premium bases for these guys, so that's fun. And I've painted another little Spartan up.
Nice.
Had some big Halo Flashpoint news this week as well. If anyone is interested in that, we talk about that stuff too. But yes, the Legion stuff is going good. I'm excited to see the Bespin table with this platform done. And then I printed another couple wall pieces and stuff like that. And yeah,
are you gonna put that against? Are you gonna put that against like a board edge, or are you planning to put it in the middle of the table, or like how do you envision it being?
So I think it's got to go against a board edge, but I think it'll be fine because this piece is not that thick.
Yeah, it's not that wide.
And then the bridge will have hollow space underneath it.
Yeah,
and so I don't think it will mess up playability for the table
at
all. And then it can go on a short end or a long end. I think it makes most sense for it to go on a short end, so I'll probably have the landing pad and like more of the buildings on one side, and then I'll kind of go into like a more gardeny looking area.
Yeah.
So that'll be
that.
kind of the theme for the board. So
I like that.
Yeah,
cool.
Matt, I mean, you were cutting out some Flutter stuff last time.
Okay, so the Flutter is still back there. Did not get done. I had made kind of a deal with myself for potential releases for Adepticon, and as people know, some things did not get released or teased. So somebody's playing some Empire. I bought some Empire. Yep, played the theme song, hit the music. So I
for the listeners, he's holding an ATST.
So
he looks disgruntled.
Joining the dark side. So I bought a lot of Empire, and I'm probably buying some more Empire, and I built in primed up this guy. Gonna get him finished up here in a little bit. But so
Yeah, that's a good looking model.
I do like that model. It actually was pretty fun. It's pretty solid.
I wish there was more types of those, like that size vehicle in like Legion or in Star Wars, so they could incorporate it into Legion, because it's like you either have like speeders, and then you have the ATST, and then you have like the ATTE. And it's like there's not a lot in between, and I could be totally wrong on that,
but I am going to finish my Wookiees. I've been called out by some people that are coming into a tournament, and next week it'll be next week for this podcast. It'll be the weekend. So I'm going to have some more Wookiees finished by then. So I'm going to full painted Oops All Wookiees list for that event
and the Wookiee boys in the Discord,
and
man.
the Wookiee boys,
they are just churning out fur left and right, and
dude, it is a fur factory.
They're like, oh, look at this custom dye katana I put in this Wookiee's hands.
Yeah,
he studied in the dark arts before there were laser swords. Like, man, you guys are taking this to a whole
love my
level.
Wookiee boys. They are very prodigious hobbyists. So shout out to them, doing a great job in the chat. And if you want to join us, join the Discord, get in the hobby harassment. You too can make fun of Mitchem daily. So
well, if you're not in the Discord, you have no idea like how amazingly brutal it is. Anytime he posts up a gameplay pic and there's one gray model on the table, they're like, zoom, enhance, and then they blast it into hobby harassment and just roast it. It's so good. It's so good. Oh man. But how's it going, Mitchum? How's your hobby going?
There's nothing like motivation than having your entire fan base just put you on blast anytime you have a speck of gray on any one of your models. Those were proxies, by the way, so that is my excuse. But anyway, okay, so in honors of the Worlds list that just came out, I finally decided to finish SP.
Very nice.
Yeah, I got the Ahsoka on there. Painted those boys separately.
Wow.
You know? I went with the 501st blue just to kind of, I don't know. I didn't really want to, I'm not good enough to make it look Ahsoka themed. I mean, I've seen a whole like scheme of her, and I'm just like, I'll just do the guys on there. So I had the base done a while ago. I need to go through and put some tick marks on the actual base for the 45 for the fixed front. Little engine orange on the back.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's, once I was, as much as I hate doing vehicles and stuff like this, like once you just start, it really just kind of comes together, honestly. And then as long as you just have enough contrast, like enough colors on there, it looks good. And then I put the riders in there, and they really pop. So I just need to just do it and just put colors on there and roll with it. So yeah, but it was really nice, and I got to play with it the other day, a week ago, and that was really fun, putting it on the table and using it. So yeah, and then I have an exclusive for the U.S. Army people, never before seen. Haven't posted this anywhere. I painted up also last night. This is the first terrain piece for my table that I painted.
Oh yeah, look at that. It's a beautiful flower.
Yeah, it's got some contrast. I'm not super crazy about it.
Felucia. I think the only thing I would do is take like a slightly lighter green on the inside for like a few highlights along the edges, and then I think it's.
I think you're right. Man. I think that's what I'm missing, or maybe do some like yellow highlights or something in there.
Yeah,
maybe because of the stock I have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's what I am missing. Something in the middle, because I kind of did that around the outside, and I like the effect that it's giving. Because it's like a green dry brush. It's like the camera is not really doing it justice, but yeah. So there you go. Matt or Justin, Jeff, here you go. This is it. It's my first piece right here. And I've been told by Randy I'm about to be overwhelmed with stuff.
Yes.
So
big package of ZZM Armory Felucia terrain about to hit Mitchell's.
Also from ZZM Armory, fantastic stuff. Definitely go check out his stuff. This is super easy to paint. I mean, yeah, loved it. Super, and then Pro Acro Paints made this. I mean, this took me like 5 minutes. So there we go. I've been told from Randy that all I'm going to need is scatter terrain, which I have plenty of that. So I don't want to put a deadline, so I'm not going to say a deadline. But
Hey, the Army's coming.
Before the end of summer, guys, he'll have it ready to go. All right.
I was like, our next local tournament isn't the one that I'll be able to go to is in May. Don't know about that. Don't know.
Before the end of the summer, here we go.
May I don't even know. I was like, maybe I can bring it down to Big D Open. Maybe. If
I don't know.
Reagan-
They got that medical grade lighting there. Like
Ah,
if you
that's
want to
true.
see, you
That's
want to
gonna
see
be a
all the
lot of-
flaws in your terrain.
Yeah, maybe not. Sorry, Reagan. I don't want to. I don't want to expose my models are going to be exposed enough with all the gray specks in there. So, but if you need a table, Reagan, I will power through and get it done for you. So there you go. There's my deadline, Army guys. There it is. Oh God.
Oh, I don't know why you just did
I
that.
don't know.
I totally gave you an
I
out.
live in black or white, Randy. There's no in between. It's the best of the worst. We're doing it.
Oh, man.
We're doing it live.
Speaking of live, they had a sick live stream at Adepticon where they showed us the future of what's coming to Star Wars Legion. And hey, we're just going to go through it. So there is a roadmap article that's what we're looking at. And we're going to go through each picture. It's the same as the slideshow they had at the event. And then there's also been a couple of interviews that have expounded a little bit more with I think they did one with Grey Squadron. They probably have another one with Notorious coming up. So yeah, we're just gonna see what we can get out of these pictures and just kind of think what's gonna happen with it. So the first one here, we're gonna start with a light one, and that is just the
Bam.
oh, it's us. Sorry. The store tournament kit. So foil cards are coming back. I think these are the last 4 releases for the last 4 factions, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
ARFs, Riots, Aquas, and Rebel Sleeper Cells. Notice they don't have the backs of the cards showing where the points are, because we all know that this one's gone up, right?
You mean Riot Squad? Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Don't touch my boys. They're perfectly fine.
Yes.
Fair and balanced.
But yeah, sleeper cells probably or could possibly take a hit here, or maybe everything else will come down. Who knows? I think they like the idea of having lots of minis on the table, but I don't know if they thought everyone would just go for unit packing.
Yeah,
Men squad.
I'm kind of
unit
sad
packing.
about that. When I heard more points, I was like, oh, we can finally put upgrades on everything.
Yeah.
Like naked units is like so boring to me.
I think missions will change that. So, and they've mentioned it here and there, but yeah, that's a whole other discussion. Personally, I like the layout of these cards a lot. The old alt art cards were great because it showed a lot more of the art. I like that these are kind of like dead center and then all the stats are along the bottom. I love the location of like the movement and then the surge chart and then the health and the courage. I love that being at the bottom. I think that's really cool. Instead of along the side, it just makes it easy. Like it looks very visually pleasing to me.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then the real focus is on the art, and I like how it's kind of 3D and it pops out over the text.
Yeah,
these cards
I
are
like
really
it when
sick.
they do that.
Yeah, I really, really like these.
Well, if you like those, you're really going to like these.
Oh, baby.
These weekly organized play kit cards, they're going to be coming in 3 packs. I believe I was reading there's going to be 5 art pieces in each weekly play kit. So I don't know if that means there's going to be 5 pieces each week or like each round. And then they have this gold and black treatment for the first set. And then there's different, possibly like rarities of foiling, I'm guessing. I don't know. Maybe someone will be able to ask them to figure things out. But I'm I'm very excited, but this image also did cause me some trepidation. But go ahead, Matt.
Randy's very excited. Randy is a self-described card goblin.
Card goblin, yeah.
He is kind of going crazy over the thought of these packs and collecting them. So good job, AMG. You got him. He's talking about all sorts of league stuff now. So I'm sure there's others out there like him. I wouldn't worry about the misprints on these cards. At least I personally am not worried about it because there's several. So I think those will all be corrected.
Yeah. So obviously, the first thing I went to was the health and the courage on Maul being lower. It would make him not good having to start the game with 4 health. But yes, Matt did talk me down off the ledge that there are other misprints on this page, and that it would be really sus of them to go out of their way just to make Maul bad.
Yeah.
So yeah, we are staying even keeled over here.
The cards look super nice though. So
yeah, I think they mentioned different rarities as well. So like, and then crack packing. So dopamine hits, and then different rarities for different collections. I like personally.
I'm gonna have to get a binder.
Yeah, personally, I like having my full army like cracked out in alt art just to kind of flex. So I'm super excited, just like Randy, to kind of crack these and see what kind of cards I get, and like the trading value you can get with other players and stuff like that. Like it adds a whole other, I don't want to say mini game, but like a whole other aspect of like collecting and stuff like that. That's really, really cool. And that Sabine card just looks fantastic. And I'm glad they gave her the new 2.6 treatment where she can use her blasters in melee, because she definitely does in the show in Rebels, like all the time. So yeah, I think like Matt and Randy were saying, there's obvious misprints on here, but it's good to see that every unit is going to get that 2.6 touch, I think.
For sure. And yeah, you pointed it out. I really do like the layout of this card. Like,
yeah,
the playable information is great, but
Mhm.
also you get a ton of art showing as well.
Yeah,
I think this might be the best layout of the old and 2.6. So it's kind of a bummer that it's like in the unique cards, but yeah, I like it.
Yep.
Moving on. The reprints are going stronger into full force. Q2, we've got B2 battle droids coming back, and then we've got Cody and his boys, Waxer and Boyle, and don't want to show that one yet. Yeah. We'll go ahead and jump into it here. They kind of laid out the roadmap for reprints, and it goes pretty far into 2026. How do you guys feel about that?
It's longer than I thought it would be. And I guess how much that matters is going to depend, kind of where we are on stock on certain things, and kind of how that shakes out. So stuff that might not be an issue now, if stuff's not coming out till mid 2026, might be an issue at that point. But I am encouraged that B2s are, coming out now, because that's one of the ones that's been one of the biggest pain points for people. And we experienced that when we were trying to hunt down a B2 to give away for our giveaways. They're tough to find, and that was months ago. So definitely good that they're out.
Yeah, I do like that they are releasing units that have been out for a long time earlier. Like the Saber Tank, I think is early. It's either late 2025 or early 2026. It's it's in the first wave. And then same with B2s. I mean, they're Q2. So it is nice that they know what has been, and they kind of addressed it too. Like they know what's been out of stock for a long time. And, Will addressed it. He's like, yeah, it's just a lot of, because they're redoing everything. I mean, they're not starting from the ground up, but I mean, basically, it seems like they are, to change their entire, from soft to hard plastic, and that's a whole production thing. And then to change every single box, change all the card styles, and then the upgrades to make the bigger cards for, the multiple languages and stuff like that. So it's just been a process, and it's finally nice to see, I think, the light at the end of the tunnel. I think Randy or Matt said that when we were watching the stream. It's like, okay, it's nice to know that we're all going to have stock again of stuff, and we won't have to be paying marked up prices or like just not winning tournaments because we don't have access to, 3 Super Squad B2s or whatever. So,
yeah. There was some I thought were a little unfortunate. Like I think air speeders aren't coming out until 2026.
yeah.
And I think they are getting hard to find. A lot of the Shadow Collective stuff isn't coming out until like Q3 2026, I believe. And it seems like and I think part of that is because it seems like the models are getting distributed into new boxes, similar to how they're doing some of the heroes for the other factions. Because I noticed they called out Maul and Gar Saxon and Rook separately, and that was all in the original Shadow Collective starter box there. So
the heroes of the Shadow Collective or whatever, or villainy of whatever.
Yeah. Shadows of the
Collective.
Shadow Collective. Shadows of the Collective. Yeah, excellent. All right. But yeah, so I don't know. It is what it is.
Are you guys a fan of the larger upgrade cards?
Yes, but I missed the art.
Okay, I agree with that. Because I have my little rectangle unit cards things that I got off of Amazon, and it fits the unit card and then all the mini upgrades.
Yeah,
it's like, okay, this is a unit, and on the back side I have all the other cards I could trade or whatever, any upgrade I had, and it's just really clean and it keeps the cable from being cluttered. But now with these, like, I don't know what I'm gonna do to, like, do I find a new unit card pouch to keep all these in, or do I just sleeve them individually like I've seen players do? I don't know, and I know that's not like a gameplay problem. It's just I like to have a clean board state, at least on my side, and I use the unit cards and upgrades more for myself than my opponent, just to keep track and know what I can do and just have a good record of stuff and everything. And just, if you keep it clean on your side, then you keep it clean on the table.
I think you could kind of slide them underneath in a way.
Yeah, because all the information's on the bottom, so it's like putting an enchantment on your creature in Magic, right? You just kind of stick the relevant text out and hide the rest of the card.
I don't disagree that this is going to require some new organization for us with our little. I have the same thing. Those pouches that have the mini American on the side too.
Yeah.
So,
but I don't know. Just something I just thought of, and I'm like, but we'll figure it out. So there'll probably be a new pouch that everybody finds, or like a 3D printable case or whatever.
We're gonna have to have deck boxes anyways for all the sweet weekly cards. So we'll be prepared to carry all this stuff.
Yeah, that's fair.
Right on. All right. So this little Togruta girl wandered onto the battlefield.
Let's skip
it. Okay. Everybody shut up. This is my 15-minute segment. Don't talk. I'm kidding. Yeah. So finally we got a unit card after the tease, and they finally, gosh, I can't believe it's been, the teaser a year ago at last Adepticon or at Mini Strap, it seems like. Gosh, so yeah, here she is. Here's her upgrade card, which is fantastic, by the way. Got to test it out last week. It had such great value for 35 points. I mean, the fact that Echo is 52 and Vibes is 40 points, and she's 35, and she adds block, charge, independent dodge, critical 1, pierce 1, and impact 2 to the unit. It's just absurd. It's so good. But anyway. So her unicard, for the listeners: jump 2, associate Anakin, deflect, immune pierce, independent recover, which is very interesting, scout 1, and Shin mastery. She's native speed 3, 5 black, 3 white, impact 2, pierce 1 is her lightsaber, 5 health, courage 2, commander. So Yeah, the only missing piece of this puzzle is we don't know what Shein Mastery does.
All right, wild speculation time.
Okay.
Everyone take their quick hit at what they think Shein Mastery is.
So we got her unit card revealed on like either day 1 or day 2 of the stream. And so like I immediately started building a list and I was like, oh man, she's native speed 3, surge to crit. Like she's probably going to get charged in one of her command cards. Like she's going to want to jump in and just kill something. And so I was like, okay, how? So like Shein Mastery will probably be something aggressive. Like maybe it gives her charge somehow, or like if she has a suppression, she gets charged, or just whatever. But and then talk later about her command cards, which were also revealed during this massive news drop, which are kind of completely different of what I originally thought. She's more like, okay, I'm going to get to a POI and I'm going to stay on a POI and just kill anything that comes close. So now I'm thinking Shein's going to be like something defensive. I don't know. I've liked everything that people have thrown out. I think some things are more likely than others, but I think I'm going to stick with old deflect that doesn't have a limit on it, which would be honestly kind of lame in my opinion, just because like you still have to roll surges for that to happen. So
here's my thought. I don't think it'll be aggressive just because she has that card that lets her drop Shein to use Jarkai, and that's kind of the aggressive stance.
Yeah.
I think it will have something to do with spending dodges still, though.
Shein in the lore was specifically designed to help deflect blaster bolts. It's a split off of Form 5. We're going Turbo Nerd here. Jimso, which is Anakin's form, and Shein are both different variants of Form 5. So Shein's like the reverse grip. It specializes in deflecting blaster bolts and then also reflecting them back at your opponent. So I think it's going to be some kind of buff to deflect with Shein.
Would it be Anakin's old mastery with just auto wounds?
Hear me out. If she spends a dodge when she's rolling defensive, she gets the deflection. She can deflect it at a different unit.
Oh, that'd be tight.
Oh,
that'd be sick. Just a wound to another unit within.
Yeah. Like she can wound
unit
any unit
choice.
at range 3 with it.
That'd be sweet.
Instead
that would
of back.
That'd be sweet.
I also liked what you said the other day, Randy, where because her rebel mastery lets her spin dodges like marksman. Well, if she could do that, but for defensive roles. So basically,
spin dodges to make blanks blocks.
Yeah, but that is basically what a dodge does, but it would allow you to quote unquote spin dodges to deflect crits because you would technically get to roll first. She has deflect, so she gets surge to defend, and then if you roll a blank, I'm going to spin a dodge to make that a block, so I'm good. I think that would be really really cool because then you have like she switches to her mastery. She's still using dodges as her like base token. One's offensive and one's defensive. So
she gets interesting.
She gets rebel mastery.
She doesn't seem to have any natural dodge generation on her unit card.
No, and nothing. I don't think she has anything like that in her command cards either, which we'll go through in a minute.
But maybe Shein will have that.
Yeah, maybe she just auto gets. Maybe she gets to defend 1.
Yeah, when you defend, you get a dodge.
Independent recovery.
Like Aruto.
Independent recovery has a lot of synergy with force reflexes as well. Potentially, if you're trying to generate dodges.
True.
Honestly, I think I've really been kind of looking at push with her because she has independent recover.
Yeah.
So you dive her in, push something off a POI, you score, and then next turn she doesn't have an order, and then she gets it back. Like I don't know. So yeah, there's lots of interesting play here, and then there's even more interesting play with.
Yeah, it was a good way to give her like a light Master of the Force. I would love to see them do that more for some of the other Jedi that aren't quite as powerful. Like that Commander Luke level of saber wielders. Like you don't get Master of the Force, but you get independent recover. Which that's a good balance because a lot of times you still want to play cards to make those units have an order, so you can go with them. So
I would personally love that on Rebel Ahsoka, but she does have one of her card gives her an automatic recover. So they kind of worked it in a little bit, but yeah, independent recover would be great.
sure. Yeah, and you mentioned it. She's got 3 command cards revealed here. Interestingly enough, they made her 2-pip a 4-pip for playing. But yeah, her 1-pip here is a magic card's worth of text. She orders herself. She gets charge.
No. It's 1 unit. It's not herself. It's any unit.
Oh yeah,
It says 1 unit.
True.
She does not give orders to herself at all.
Oh, interesting.
So it's either 1, 3, or 2.
She gets charge. If she defeats 1 or more enemy units this round, she can make up to 2 attack actions and may make a free move action during her activation this round. When Ahsoka Tano attacks an enemy unit with a melee attack this round, after that attack is resolved, the defending unit may make a free move action and can withdraw with that action. So, and this one's called "You're Beaten." So I guess either they are beaten or Ahsoka is beaten in this situation.
It's another way of giving her like quote unquote disengage, kind of, but it's a choice to the player. So the first half of the text that you read is fantastic. I mean, making another attack, getting a free move at speed 3 is great. Really let her get stuck in on a POI, or like, oh, you thought that lone unit was safe back there. Oh, here's a double move Ahsoka speed 3, kill it. Oh, I'm going to jump into something else now. So really, just kind of throw her in her back lines. But I just don't know how many times an enemy or an opponent is going to be like, okay, I'm going to move out of melee.
Right, yeah. You'll want to play this. You want to play this when she's already dug in, right? Because you still have to use both actions to attack with.
Yeah.
Because like if you move in for the first attack, well, if you have charge, you would have another action still to move again and charge. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you would double move.
Well, I guess you can't attack. Charge twice though.
Yeah, because you can make 2 attack actions.
Yeah,
you can make 2 attack actions. But
because charge lets you do a free attack.
Okay, so it's not like the jump keyword where you can only jump once.
No.
Okay.
Because you would double move in, you have charge, you would kill a unit, and then you can make a free move. So you would move somewhere else, and then move into another melee, and then you can do another attack after that.
So
then if that unit lived, they could move out
get away. Yeah. Which you might want to do to hang Ahsoka out.
Yeah, so it's like it's really beneficial for your opponent, but honestly, now that I think about it, this is a very good way to balance. Instead of her giving her Anakin's 1-pip, that's just like make free 2 attack moves and a free jump 1 or whatever. Like this, there's some risk to this because your opponent can just leave her out in the open and shoot her to death. So yeah, that's a good point, Matt. I didn't think about
that. Yeah, the 3-pip here, I go where I'm needed. 3 units. Ahsoka Tano may make a speed 3 move this round. And then she gains Guardian 3 and Disengage. Her courage is increased by 1, and she treats her maximum speed as 1, and her maximum speed cannot be increased. So she gets the speed 3 move to essentially get in position, and then she turtles up.
Yeah, so I think she gets the speed 3 move in the like similar to No Time for Sorrows, where it happens immediately as you like order the units, then they get to speed 1 move. I think this is kind of the same way as that. So as soon as you play this card in the command phase, she'll get a speed 3 move. And then for the rest of the round, she'll be speed 1. Is that how you guys are reading that as well?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, love Guardian 3. Disengage is great. So if she's tied up from a previous round, then she can just move to wherever. I really like that they can increase her courage value because if she's going to get shot at, she won't be suppressed, so she'll be able to hold down a POI because it'll take 6 suppression. Yeah, and Guardian 3, this really makes me want to run into the fray on her to give her a bunch of surges so she can use Guardian 3 effectively, and giving her Surging Red, I think, would be nice. Not surprised, Guardian, because her 2-pip Rebel version only has Guardian 2. So it's interesting that this one's Guardian 3, but very good.
The clones know to stand closer to her when they're getting shot at. The rebels just kind of go crazy.
Yeah.
And then, the 4-pip Revenge is not the Jedi way. I find it funny that Anakin's kind of like hanging out in the background watching her for this card. When building a command hand, treat this card as though it has 2 pips. Ahsoka Tano gains 3 dodge tokens. Additionally, Ahsoka Tano gains Jarkai Mastery and loses Shien Mastery this round. So kind of the junior version of Ahsoka's Rebel 1-pip here.
Yeah, so this is like if you're stuck in with like a big squad of units and you need to kill them. But granted, it's 4 pips, so you have to survive the attack. But yeah, Jakai Mastery is really good, especially with the 3 dodges. So, and her lightsaber only being 5 black, 3 white. Surgeon Crit is good. But yeah, I think you use your 1-pip to get stuck in, and then you can either play the 4-pip to finish off a unit. And then I don't know where you play the 3-pip. Maybe you play that like round 2 when you're trying to position, maybe.
It seems like a good turn 1 play.
Yeah.
Honestly, because she gets out on the board with the 3 move, and then as things come out onto the board, she has the potential to guardian them. And then, later on, you could use it as a disengage to move onto a point and then turtle up for the round.
Yeah, that's a good point. I guess because you just speed 3 and then speed 1, hide. And then if you do get stuck in with something and live, well, you wouldn't be able to disengage, but because you wouldn't have another move. But yeah, no, I think that's, speed 3, using a speed 3 to get on the board is good. So yeah, maybe that is a turn 1 play. Plus it's 3 units, which is really nice. That's one thing Rebel Ahsoka doesn't have.
I like all these command cards that they don't list Ahsoka, so if you want, you can always keep the independent recover.
Yeah, yeah, I really like that. I mean, that was one of my biggest complaints with Rebel Ahsoka is that her order, she didn't have a lot of order control. It's all like her. Now, granted, she has defend 1, so she wants order control. But here, you almost want the recover. And you kind of want her to get shot. Because if she gets a bunch of suppression, she'll just recover it away. So, yeah. Very, very interesting. It's going to be hard to get me away from playing her as just the upgrade, though. Because that upgrade card is so good. It's so good.
It makes a clone squad very good.
I mean, you have a clone squad with reliable, and then you have a shotgun, her, and then like impact grenades or like frag grenades, and then a medic. So there's 7 guys, and then it's so it'll be 8 black, 2 white, pierce 1, critical 1, with charge and a dodge, and she has block.
2 red.
2 red for the shotgun. Yeah, like pierce 2 because shotgun's pierce as well.
Yep.
So I mean,
it's a nasty.
Yes,
nasty
please.
Hit.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Yeah.
Send me your Gar Ahsoka list, people. Send them to me.
Permission to move past.
Yeah, I've had my 15 minutes. I'm good. We can move on.
Padawan Ahsoka here. No, she looks good. She looks fun, and cheap. A cheap Jedi for Gar. Din and Boba are combining forces, like in Book of Boba, and once again, Din is going to try and up the viewership / playability of getting Daimyo Boba into people's houses here. I mean it makes sense, right? It's the Book of Boba box now.
Come on, give me a Book of Boba Battle Force. You're putting them in a box together.
I'm telling you, you could do a print and play, have Pathfinders be the Freetown guys, give us a Cobb Vanth model.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be cool. Give us some mods on the bike.
Moss Vestments. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know. Seems fine. Makes sense. IGs are coming back Q2 as well. I don't know. What do you guys think of these guys? They don't blow me away, but they're solid anytime I see them on the table.
Mitchem's played them more than any of us.
Well, so in a recent interview with Gray Squadron Gaming, Will did say that the self-destruct keyword is changing because of probe droids. And IG does have a self-destruct command card keyword. So I'm very interested to see how that affects his play. Honestly, I could take it or leave it. I haven't played him in Empire. I think he's still better in Empire. But the problem with Empire is that it's Empire, So it's like just not great. There's other things, but overall the faction's just not where it needs to be right now, unfortunately. Running double bounty,
like the Empire list that he wants to run
yes,
in.
it's not great. Yeah. Running double bounty in Rebels is pretty fun with Din and Boba and Din and IG.
Yeah.
But it's not.
Then, hey, they might have the triple bounty option here soon with IG, Callus, and
Callus is operative,
Boba,
so they can only do double bounty.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So
darn.
Yeah,
they'll figure. There's got to be a workaround.
I know. Yeah, I don't know.
They'll figure it out.
He's a range 4 gunslinger unit, which is nice, but I think if you play the right missions, he can control a point, and then that's pretty much it. So, I do like the box art though. I like the new layout and good. The units on the side. I know we've talked about that. I'd be really curious to see if they do maybe a refresh for mercenary unit cards, just to see if they get something a little different. I know they did that semi-recently within the last couple of years and gave everybody independent and stuff, but I don't know.
Yeah. Should be interesting. Yeah, I'm curious to see how self-destruct turns out. I wonder if you'll have a little more control over.
I would hope so.
How that plays out. The bus is coming back. Q3, gotta have the bus, guys.
Rebel bus.
It's great for Rebels, great for Shadow Collective.
It's just good all around.
It's a good thing. Yep. One of my favorite designed units in the game.
Yep.
Okay.
Ooh.
So this was one of the big smackdowns of the slideshow. Was the customizable commanders and operatives. Not only are you getting bits to customize these guys, but they'll have, I believe they called them doctrines for different ways to kit these guys out mechanically.
Mm-hmm.
Just on the box, you can see people that are more equipped for ranged or melee combat, or someone that looks more in a support role. Yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think they will end up being as popular as everyone feels like they will be?
I'd be shocked if they weren't. They'd have to really, as cool as they have made them sound, I see this being pretty much an instant buy for basically anyone playing a faction. So I'm looking at this, I'm like, hey, I'm picking up Empire. So this is a buy, obviously, for the Republic side, and then buy for the Empire as well, because I think this is a cool space to play in.
Yeah, honestly, I want to buy because I think they said that you have enough bits to make a commander and an operative. So I almost want to buy one of every doctrine, so I can have one of each just to see how they play. But yeah, I mean, I think these are going to replace generic.
Yeah, they did say that eventually the current generics will go away.
Yeah, and so which I think is good because it'll add another element to list building. They're not going to have command cards. I mean, obviously, because that'd be way too good. But it will be interesting to see how they do. I don't think so.
I mean, Super Tax had command cards.
Yeah, I just don't know. I think that would be because if you could build your own hero to perfectly fit your need, then what's the point of bringing a Han Solo or a Leia? Because you have to build around them. But if I can build a list and then add this guy to make it better, that's just kind of where I'm thinking.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, the command cards could still be generic enough that they don't stack up to a character's
sure
POW factor, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I'm all for more command cards and new command cards in the game. I just think giving these guys command card was really sending them over the edge of what they're trying to accomplish.
It's hard enough to build a command hand as it is now.
Yeah, that's true.
With all the choices, so yeah. And we're getting the same thing for CIS and GAR. We've got our Jedi General and Knight, and then super tactical command droids. So I believe they talked about for the Jedi Knights and Generals, you'll have a Sentinel, Guardian, Console, all the KOTOR options. I hope that's a little tease for the future of the game. Wink, wink, AMG. And then they showed some sick tactical droid art with like spider legs and stuff. Kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, short of actually putting Shock Tier Mace into the game, these little custom Jedi guys might get me to paint some clones. We'll see.
Yeah, they said what did they say? Like 20 bits per box or something on like very. I mean, you have double lightsabers, and then you have the single with the double like Maul saber. Then you have like.
Yeah, they talked about like a Nodachi type lightsaber with the big handle and blade.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, very cool to see all the combinations you can build.
If they're that deep in the bag, that is awesome. That they're coming up with kind of new lightsaber hilts. So I'm just excited to see what kind of heads we have. Like it's awesome. So.
Yeah, in that interview they even talked about how they fought the Lucasfilms on like getting different types of lightsabers into the game. So, which is really, really cool. So like stuff we haven't seen in Star Wars before will be able to put these guys on, which is really, really awesome. So, yeah.
I think that's going to be a huge seller. Like,
100%.
People that aren't even playing GAR are going to be interested in just making your own.
Yeah.
Jedi Knight. And
do you guys think the spider leg droid comes on like a Mark II size base?
No.
I don't know. Does it have a different size base?
I don't know. I feel like that's really crowded on a standard minis base. Like, what if that doctrine like is like some weird like super tanky?
Does it give it like scale or
like
something?
Hold the POI version of a super tac droid or something. I don't know. That'd be wild.
So maybe the thing I'm most excited about for this is thinking about Randy's Galaxy of War. How we can do stuff with these, like the space we can design with these custom commanders. So I'm excited.
Yeah, there's a lot of room for narrative stuff too in this.
Yeah, like narrative for sure. Like make your own. They're talking about like make yourself as a commander or whatever, or make your ideal commander or stuff like that. I just think that's going to be awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just a super cool space. So I'm just so glad they did this. It's just a new direction. So
honestly, I want to buy 4 boxes of the GAR and the Rebel one just so I can, like I was saying, just so I can test out each different doctrine or whatever, however many there are.
One thing is the Empire box. You think it's actually like twice as big as the other ones, or do you think that's just like a design
That's a great question because why? Right?
Yeah,
I would have thought the droid box would be.
Yeah, I don't know if that's just like a design.
Yeah,
I'm wondering if like just the final art's not there yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, but who knows?
Yeah. Yeah. I did. Yeah, good call out. I was interested in that. We got the new Essentials kit. There's those generic tokens that we've seen coming out in the boxes.
Yep.
What do you guys think of the new play tokens here?
It's kind of nice because they match what's in the CRB now. Finally, it's nice to have like official tokens that are like asset tokens, and not the like red and blue ones we were using, or like the bomb tokens that we've all been using and stuff. It's nice that they give you a little battle board too to like help build your mission and stuff. I know a bunch of people have already 3D printed their own and everything, but yeah, I like it. I think it's great.
One of the only bummers I think was that the half range doesn't nest into the full size range tools.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Totally still workable. We've all been dealing with that as it is, but
It is kind of interesting that they took, and I know they already released the dice, the separate dice boxes, but I would have thought the Essentials kit would have included a pack of dice in it. But
I mean, they were separated before, so I guess that wouldn't surprise me too much. But
that's fair.
Upgrade card pack also coming Q3. You guys think we're going to get new upgrades?
Oh yeah, I think so. Eventually, once they get everything done, I think anything is up for
but not in
grabs.
this box though.
I think it's going to be all like the rest of the cards that come out on the 15th. I think
targeting scopes.
Yeah, just to that new style of card and everything.
Unit card packs. I'm really glad to see a mercenary one here.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, we were not forgotten. Yeah, no.
These are the unit cards. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Looks good. It looks like the Rebel and the Empire ones are bigger, which makes sense. They've got more stuff.
Yeah, the little mini clone one.
Yeah, it's and the mercenary one are about the same size.
Yeah, about the same size. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then, so that's unit card packs, and then they have separate card packs for command cards.
Yep.
I kind of wish these had been together.
Well, I think it's to maybe keep you from buying doubles. Because if you needed 2 of the unit packs and had command cards in there, then you're getting double command cards.
Yeah,
very true.
Their explanations, they're trying to make it as consumer friendly as possible because they're not trying to focus on,
Yeah, what they say price wise, what $15 to $25? I think on these.
Yeah, I'm guessing these are probably the $15 ones.
Yeah, and I bet the unit card packs, the Rebel, Empire, and Separatist one will probably be more expensive just because there's more cards.
Yeah.
So
there's not a mercenary command card pack here. Do you think they've been packed into the factions? Or
it might be they might throw them in the card pack, who knows?
Yeah, that's it. But like, where do you put Bad Batch? Do you put it in Gar or do you put it in Rebels?
Maybe both.
It's probably in Gar.
I mean, would they not put that in just the? Well, I guess because I would.
Is it in both? Too. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, both. I guess.
Because I mean, like you could put discretion and ploy in all of these, right? But like,
sure,
where does Gar Saxon's cards go?
Yeah,
things like that.
Where does Maul's Shadow Collector cards go?
Yeah, I mean, Cad Bane makes sense, right? You put, I don't know, maybe they go in CIS because that's where because half his cards for Shadow Collective are the CIS cards anyways, but
yeah.
I don't know. Will be interesting to see on that. They had the sizzle reel. I'm not going to play it, but you can go watch it. But boom, starter boxes Q3, $95.
This is a miss on the bingo. We said 130, around 130,
and I thought we were being aggressive at 130.
This is insane value. They just announced the Scout Trooper box, individual box, for pre-order for $50, and they're selling a box that has 2 of those, 2 troopers and a hero for $95. So a smoking deal by their prices.
I think this is what the second biggest surprise that they announced during this stream. I once they showed the contents of the box, I was like, this is going to be $160 or something. But
yeah,
I did not expect under 100.
Now Mitchem and I have disagreed a bit here, but to me, I think if you're a brand new player, you buy 2 of these right off the bat. I agree the unit variety isn't great, but if you're planning on getting the whole faction, like that's going to be the best bang for your buck on getting 4 core and 2 of each of those special forces. Now, I will say, I think it makes sense for more boxes than the others, right? Like, I think for the CIS box, like, it definitely makes sense that you going on 2.
Honestly, for the clone box, it kind of makes sense too, because then you get 2 ARFs and 2 arcs.
Yeah.
And you get 4 troopers. Yeah, I get what you're saying. And
Empire might be the one that's, I don't know.
You're going to have too many scouts.
Yeah.
It's a great baseline.
Unless you're playing Tempest, right?
That's true.
Yeah. It's a great baseline, but I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the double heroes. And then you get a double of like all the mission cards, all the tools. Double dice is always good, but like I don't know. I'm still kind of on the fence, but I could go either way.
But yeah, let's dig into the Rebel box here. So 36 minis, 22 are Rebel troopers. So that's so you can run 2 supersized squads and 2 heavy options. I haven't picked that apart, but I guess if you did some finagling, you could get 4 core out of this to run naked.
And if you wanted to run naked melee Wookiees, you could get 2 3-mans out of it because it comes with 6 Wookiee warriors. I'm assuming it's the Wookiee sprue I've built 15 times at this point. You can build it where it's 2 3-man melee Wookiees, or I mean, you could do 2 3-man shooty Wookiees too, but that's usually not very good. So you could, if you wanted to, you could do the double troopers, get 4 troopers. You could do 2 special forces out of that, and you could have full commando with a strike team, and still, so you could pad a lot of axe into this.
Yep, for sure. You get the one scene Luke commander from the medal ceremony. I do think this costume has shown up a lot more in like the Star Wars comics.
Yeah,
but it looks cool. I just really like Episode 5 jumpsuit, but I have that model, so I'm happy to have a new one as well. Let's see, 7 unit cards, 16 upgrades, 10 command cards. So 6 Luke,
standing orders, and then the 3 generics.
And then the 3 Rebel generics. Okay, we did it. We got there.
Wow, that's
24 battle cards. You get your dice. That's not a lot of dice, is it?
It's more than what the old one had. They would
usually
be 3 of each. There's 3 of each. Just 4 of each.
Yeah, but we're throwing big dice pools, boys.
Yeah, you're still going to need to buy more dice.
Like, you can run super squads from this box.
You need at least 6 of each.
I assume the 600 points you're bringing is assuming you're running super squads.
Probably, and it probably doesn't take into account upgrades. Besides super squad.
Yeah.
It'd be what, 6-axe super squad. So it'd be Luke, 2 troopers.
It'd be 5x.
Man, oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's 7 unit cards.
Well, I guess if you did the commandos and a strike team.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You could do 6. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And tokens, game board. Yeah. Honestly, that all the components. Because, I mean, this Essentials kit is probably going to be $15, $20 on its own.
Mm-hmm. And then you got to buy the dice pack, which is another like $10. So,
$95. I mean, that's wild.
Yeah.
Well, there's 2 separate dice packs. So it's probably, that'd be $20. Yeah.
So, yeah, just those components themselves are value alone.
So, yeah, all those minis for like $65. Crazy. Empire box here. Man,
this is probably a buy for me.
The art, guys.
The art is fantastic.
Like, the new box art, like I finally get the logo.
Store.
Like, the logo looks really good on top of art.
Yeah.
Yes.
That side art with the logo below and Darth Vader, that's going to look so cool on a shelf somewhere in a store.
I wonder if this is the one they had up on that Adepticon pillar, because that'd be striking.
Maybe.
They had some columns at Adepticon with big Legion art that look great. Yeah, in this one you're getting Vader, 22 stormtroopers, and 14 scout troopers. So I assume it's Vader, 2 super squads, and then 2 scout teams and 2 strike teams.
I like in the whole pack. So with the arcs and scouts and them before, it you had 6 models, but you kind of had like some decisions to make, whether you're making heroes or you're going to make the saboteur guy, or you're going to make a second guy for your strike team. And now they've kind of included the 7 models. So you get your saboteur, you get your sniper, you get your extra guy, you get your 4. So there's not any decision to make as far as like building out the whole pack. So it seems pretty nice. And then for this, you could have your 2 super squads. You could have 4 units of special forces because you have 2 scouts within 2 strike teams and then Vader. So seems good.
I dig it. General Grievous is leading the droid boys again. We get 30 B1 battle droids, so that's what, 3 squads of B1s?
Yeah, because there's 6 base, and then you have the E5C, the rocket launcher,
And the extra guy.
and the extra guy. Yeah.
9 B2 battle droids, so that's... You get 2 units out of that? Or 1 super squad?
Are they 3 base?
I think they're
Yeah,
3
they're 3.
base
And
without
then the
extra.
Hog gives them 4. So there's 8.
And there's ACM.
And then the ACM. Yeah, so
Yep.
there's 2 squads.
And then you
Or
get a unit.
one.
You get a unit of droidicas
Yep.
here. So
For sure. That's a good deal. That's a really good deal. I feel like.
this box is why they had to get that B2 reprint out early.
Yeah.
Because I think people would have cannibalized this box for B2s.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we forgot about the rad cannon for the B1s. There's the 4. Because it's 6 guys base.
It's the rad cannon in the box, though.
E5C, the rad cannon.
I don't know if I see them. I'm
But
looking
then
at
that's
it.
only 9. There has to be 4 extra guys because there's 6 guys in the squad. So the extra guy, E5C, the rocket, what's the 4th to get 10?
The engineer? No, I don't know. I don't think we're going to get any of those guys.
I don't see any ooms. But, I don't know. But I'm assuming it's 2 super squads, right? Or is it 3? And that's got to be 2. Because super squad doubles the size of the unit almost. I don't know what.
That's probably what it is. It's probably 10 and 10.
It's got to be the rad cannon. That's the only upgrades I can take.
I don't see it on there, though. That's the only thing. Unless it's...
The super squad for droids adds 7 minis.
Oh, that's what it is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, that's
because then it's 13. This is 26, and then 2 and 2 of the heavies. Okay.
Yeah.
We got there, boys.
Yeah, we got there. Okay.
Sorry.
Hashtag math.
Hashtag don't play droids. Yeah, that's awesome. These are all. I look at these and I'm like, these are just great value. If you wanted to start,
insane value.
If you've been thinking about starting a new faction, now is absolutely the time when these come out.
And honestly, because I think the rebellion or the Civil War is coming out in September, and then the clones and CIS is coming out in October. Yep. So that's not too far away. So lots to look forward to.
Yeah, 1 extra month instead of a couple years this time.
Yeah.
To wait between. Galactic Republic, this box looks great. You get Obi, 22 clone troopers, squad of ARCs, and a squad of ARFs. There is no more Echo and 5s included with the ARCs, though. They have gone to a different box. Also notable, the flight stands are gone, which I think were just a bit of an annoyance to everybody. I think most of us are of the mind, if they're going to fly, give them smoke trails.
Yep. Well, jetpacks are also going away too for ARCs.
Yes. Yeah, and they already had scale, so
they have scale, so they don't need them.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm hoping we get the guys from like old school Battlefront 2 that had the green markings, that had the jetpacks and the little grenade launchers. I think that'd be cool. I think that'd be neat.
They had the cool pistols too, the little rapid fire. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh man, what am I talking about? Oh, blacked out for a second.
Sorry.
I thought I was a clone player. Oh man. Yeah, no, looks great. I feel like those are going to sell really well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Something else that might sell pretty well is these hero packs. The first one here is the Heroes of the Rebellion. Super great if you're a new player. I feel like if you've been playing for over a year, though, you probably have most of these.
Yeah, I think
guys already. So it's really if you just want the sculpt.
New sculpts, yeah. And I think Han and Leia were some of the weaker sculpts in the lineups. I think that's going to be
a
draw.
I honestly, I like that Op Luke sculpt, the all black and the.
I wish he had the cloak that he has in the art, though. I think that would have separated him more from the existing one a little bit.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I do like the Leia camo print. I think that's pretty cool. But like her art is just like her old model. So
yeah, I like the poncho.
Yeah, I don't know. And Han's head and face looks weird. I don't know. I personally like the old sculpt.
I think
but that's just
Harrison
me.
Ford's face might just be impossible to model in 3D.
That could be fair.
Like he's genetically predisposed to non-copyright infringement.
That's probably good because he doesn't want to be a part of Star Wars anyway anymore. So
I might have to make a deal with you, Mitchem, because I might buy the pack just for the Chewie model.
honestly, I don't know if I'm going to buy this.
But
No, I mean,
Oh,
no
man.
offense.
I need that Chewie
That
model.
that Chewie crossbow looks chonky.
Looks large. Looks
Chewie's
quite
face
large.
looks
Is it
weird.
that big in the old one?
No, I don't feel like it.
Okay.
Does Chewie's face not look weird either?
He's
Is it just me?
roaring.
That could be
Okay.
paint. That could be the paint. He's got some brows on him. In this, but
He's got
Okay.
some real like mascara eyeshadow look going, but I think it's just because the eye, like the lighting of the photo.
Yeah, that's
like
fair,
it's
that's
kind
fair.
of top down.
Yeah.
Yeah, Clone Trooper Marksman. I think Q4 is that longer than we needed to wait for these guys.
I need them now. I need another core option for my clones. It's rough out there, boys.
Well, hey, I mean, Ahsoka's going to be like a new clone
Yeah.
option.
I mean, what, Matt? These are all. I mean, I see a shotgun guy. I think in the middle there. These are all ARF or DC-15 guns, right?
yes, it looked.
And then we have so this is the first bazooka guy I've seen that's walking, that's not kneeling. Is he still gonna have cumbersome?
Don't play with me.
Okay.
Don't give me hope. No, I don't know. So we kind of have a template with the ARFs for what this gun will do. So I'm assuming it's 1 to 4 black,
Yeah, probably.
but I don't.
Not gonna lie though, I really like that mortar unit.
The
or
mortar model is pretty sweet.
with like the bandolier and then like him carrying it over his shoulder. That's awesome.
Another cumbersome weapon, by the way.
Yeah.
So
Tell me about it. But like, so that short gun in the very front though, that's not a DC-15. And then the guy kind of diagonal to northwest of him, that looks like not a shorter.
I think it is
shorter.
a DC-15.
I'm kind
I
of
think it's
struggling.
just the
I think it's the
angle.
angle. I'm trying
Is
to
it the
figure out.
angle? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would think the heavies in that are the rocket
Yeah.
and the mortar, and then I'm trying
Okay.
to figure out. I think the other ones are all DC-15
Yeah, that's fair.
A's.
Because I think that guy at the bottom is this same guy on the right, just turned.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. I don't know. They look cool. I'm ready to see a card on them. I think they're probably going to want to get out there and sit on a spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Clone vets. That's my take. Yeah, we talked about the arcs a bit already. Are these same poses? Or are they different? No, they got to be because they're not flight stand.
The heavies are the same pose, and then the two guys with the single pistol are the same pose, like pointing with their left hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look better without the flight stand.
Yep.
I think I'm gonna slowly get rid of all my flight stands and just paint my guys. I got a whole bunch of arcs recently from a buddy, and I'm just gonna phase out my flight stands because they're just too annoying. So
For sure.
Mm.
Oh boy. Yeah, they had shown like concept art for Grievous on a wheel bike before, but not anything with the model. And man, seeing this thing painted up, it just Grievous on a wheel bike looks so good. I don't know
it's the Grievous we deserved. It's what Grievous needed.
Isn't that funny that him sitting down ended up being his coolest posed miniature in the game?
It's so cool. It makes me want to buy a core set of droids and then wait for wheel bikes, and then just
honestly, this mounted unit really makes me want to play droids now. And in Q4 of this year, like that's almost. I mean, for AMG, that's like around the corner.
Yeah,
this is the first mounted hero that's going to release. Is that correct?
Yes.
So it's going to be big
on a Tonner next year.
It's going to be big to see, how are they doing it exactly? Like, how's this actually going to work mechanically?
Yeah, I can't wait to see a screen to stats on these guys. It's going to be very interesting.
Is the guy he's hunting down a dude on an ATRT?
Yeah, it is, and he's about to die. He's
real sad.
He's about to get cut up.
Yeah.
Oh man, and coming with him is more wheel bikes. We got a Magna and a BX. I don't know why, but the BX droid pose I really like. Like he's
really
getting into it. Yeah.
I like the electro staff sticking out of that Magna, just following Grievous.
These are so cool.
They look so derpy on the art.
Yeah.
But like the actual minis, they are like I can hear the Mad Max like dude playing the flaming guitar. Yeah, and they mentioned like a Fury Road type battle force. So maybe you will bring Staps because you bring 3 of these guys and you can bring Staps and Grievous and
I
just
think
go nuts. Snail droids.
I think they mentioned that there's 2 in a unit.
Yes. Yeah.
And so 1 unit per box.
I think Matt, you called that too because it said wheel bikes.
Yeah.
On the box instead of wheel bikes. So
I think these are pretty much just going to be speeders, right?
I don't think they're going to have the speeder keyword.
Okay. With like melee these things are going to go fast though.
I don't think they'll have armor, but I think they're going to be speed 3. They won't have the speeder keyword, so it won't be a compulse. And then I bet I am 100% sure they'll have overrun. It'll just be how much overrun they have.
They have the little walkie legs. Do we think
wheel modes?
Might be like a Droidica type situation.
Maybe. It would be interesting. Like if they're in wheel mode, they get overrun, and if they're in walkie mode, they get like a better gun or something. That would be interesting.
Would be interesting.
I don't know, reduce your speed because they're pretty slow when they're in walkie mode, I think. So like speed 1 to speed 3.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be speed 1 when you're walking, speed 3 when you're rolled out. Yeah.
Such a cool model. This is ridiculous. It's such a cool model.
It's I'm so pumped. We're such in a good spot right now. Not even for a faction I play. Like this is just fantastic.
Continuing on, Han and Luke on Tauntauns. We kind of saw the miniatures for these already, but they're painted up, look great. We've debated on what we think this is going to look like. But yeah, looks good. And they also said all the Tauns are getting a miniature refresh as well.
I think they've confirmed that they're doing commander mounted commanders, so it won't be a unit like Delta like we thought. So Han will be individual and Luke will be individual, which I think is great. I think that's really cool.
I think this with 4 Tauns in Echo Base, 4 units of Tauns in Echo Base is going to be sweet. I don't know if it's going to be good, but it's going to be cool because it's going to be a bunch of cavalry charging across. It'll just be awesome.
I'm counting on Travis to run this.
Yes.
Oh, he's already said.
He's already scheming, but I'm just excited to, play something like that. Like how fun is that to play like a charging cavalry unit? This is super cool.
Also, I like seeing more Hoth outfits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we mentioned these Imperial probe droids coming in Q1. They're changing the self-destruct. I don't know what these guys are going to do. I assume they will observe things.
He said in the interview that they have detachment, special forces, I believe.
Okay. I mean, if they can observe, that would be really good for Empire. They like to shoot.
Is this going to be similar to like probe droids in CIS?
Yeah, like the Maul ones.
Yeah.
I don't know, like a beefier version.
They do have self-destruct, so and I think the box comes with it comes with 2 in the box that they're going to come in their each individual units.
Okay,
it's cool. So, it's an iconic thing from Star Wars.
They did mention something about Tempest Force, or not Tempest, Blizzard.
Yeah,
that maybe you could bring more than just 3.
Yeah,
so
makes sense. And then the Imperial High Command still don't know much about these guys. Tarkin, Krennic, Thrawn, and Tajay.
Tag.
Tag.
That's a buy for me though. That's a new Empire player.
Honestly, I don't play Empire and I never will, but I will buy a Thrawn model just to have because I like Thrawn a lot.
Yeah.
And I mean, having just these 4 guys painted up like this somewhere like to sit in my room would be great. So very curious.
Thrawn's mechanics got to be wild, right?
It's got to be some kind of thing where he's right no matter what.
What
Yeah.
did we say about his command card that maybe we thought it would be?
Like you get to see what the other person's going to play before you play yours.
Yeah, that
Something
would be
like that.
insane.
Yeah. I
Know
think
your
it will.
know
I
your
think
enemy.
it's going to
something.
be on the level of Han's a change of plans, I think, in effectiveness.
Mm.
Yeah.
Honestly, too, I think he will have something better than cunning. I mean, he's always going to have cunning, but like I would
Like
think
he has cunning and interrogate.
Ooh, yeah.
That'd be wild.
That would be crazy. So he just wins automatically. Or he'll
Yeah.
have like, it doesn't matter if he plays his command card. It's just any card that he plays has cunning attached to it.
I could also see him playing a card and then he just gets to choose whether he wants to go first or second.
Oh, that would be interesting. Yeah.
It'll be something
And-
cool.
Yeah. I could see other things too, like Palpatine stuff where he like makes you
Pull the
pick a
strings.
certain unit to go with.
Yeah. Like I'm sure he'll have guidance or something, but yeah.
I don't
I
really
don't-
have anything for Tag or Tarkin. We know Krennic. Krennic is good.
Yeah.
So
Known quantity there. Heroes of the 501st plus Obi-Wan. Echo 5s, Rex are here. Same poses for Echo and 5s, looks like.
similar. I don't think
yeah.
it's exactly the same, but I think
Okay.
the gist of it
It's
is.
pretty exact.
Do you guys
I like the fives. I like the fives model.
Do you like the Rex?
I mean, I meant Rex. I do like the Rex.
Okay.
model.
It's more
Okay.
dynamic than the other one. The other one, he was just kind of like, stick 'em up.
Yeah.
But
And personally, I prefer Obi-Wan in his Clone Wars armor, not him.
I
running
like the
around in
pose, but
robes.
yes, I like the Clone Wars armor a lot.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the robes.
Yeah.
I love the Anakin in the Clone Wars. I think it's great. I'm fine with the
Yes.
pose. It's gonna suck to put him on that tactical rock because of contact point, but like, I'll make it work.
yeah, I was just thinking about glowing him. That's what I was thinking about.
Yeah, when I saw it, this took me back to the Maul model because
Mhm.
his is set up very similar, where there's that single rock that he's got the 1 foot off of. And yes, make sure you glue it well so he's not leaning too far over, because that is a pain for me sometimes. It's like, let me rotate Maul, because people will think they can shoot him because he's like poked out from around a wall, but his base is completely hidden. But yeah. If I didn't, so I have one of each of the starters. So I have the clone armor Obi, and if I didn't, I think I would be bummed about this. But so if you don't have one, you want one, go get it.
Yeah, for sure.
Some terrain for POIs. I think this is fine. I do think this is like a good place for hobbying, though, is doing up your own POIs. But some people don't want to do that, and this gives them an option.
Honestly, I think this would be better scatter terrain, in my opinion.
Love the Cantomo.
Oh, that's a good idea. I mean, you can just use it as scatter train too.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Like it. Okay. So this is something we got wrong on the bingo card.
There were some big
they-
lifts on the.
Yeah. They announced Weequay Pirates. This was the squad that had been alluded to that was too good as a super squad, like way too effective. But yes, Weequay is coming to all the maybe not all the factions. I think a couple of them plus Shadow Collective.
Yeah.
They are, I guess, I've asked for a squad that's decent in melee for Shadow Collective, and I guess these guys are going to be that. You can see one of the heavies has an electro staff.
Most of them have
a bunch-
knives.
Yeah, most have got knives out
yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. They're gonna do
yeah.
something with POIs. They want to be on POIs and looting stuff. So, yeah, this is huge.
I really want them to steal green tokens.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, but
Instead of like
but
independent.
Hondo kind of has a card that does that.
Yeah.
Where he swaps his suppression for people's green tokens. But I think that'd be cool.
There were some ships in X-Wing that was scum ships that would steal tokens, and it was not appreciated by everyone else.
Yeah. And then Hondo, man. coming everywhere except to Shadow Collective.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to run him in Rebels. I'm sure everyone's seen his crazy keywords with the X that is dependent on the pip of the card that has been played. Yeah, what do you guys think of Hondo? He's kind of wild.
Man, I haven't really looked over his command cards, but that unit card has a lot of text on it and very interesting play. So very curious to see like let's say on turn 1 he has a courage value of 4, and because he has or a courage value of 2, so he panics at 4, and then you put 5 suppression on him. He doesn't roll any off. You go into next turn with 4 suppression. You play a 1 pip. Well, now he's immediately panicked. Is that is he going to be panicked for the rest of the turn? And then I don't know. There's a lot of unique. There's a lot of interesting things that I think you're going to have to learn to play around and stuff like that. But
I'm just thinking about the standing orders play that gives him Arsenal 4, Independent Dodge 4, Nimble, Reliable 4, Uncanny Luck 4.
Right. What upgrades does he have, right? Because if he has a grenade slot, he can bring a frag.
I don't see any upgrades on his card.
It'll be on the back. We haven't seen, and we don't know how many points he has either. But yeah, a versatile pistol.
Yeah, what do you do for somebody that has stacked 4 of each token before the turn with Uncanny Luck 4? So I don't know.
It's wild. It's wild. Yeah, that's going to be an interesting. I need Hondo to hold this point. I'm going to just play standing orders so he gets 4 dodges, Uncanny Luck 4, all those surges. Yeah, he's interesting. Speaking of interesting, the WLO 5 speeder tank. This looks like a X34 land speeder that got souped up and went to the gym a lot. They just stuck a bunch of metal plates on it and big old thrusters. Yeah, I that's kind of how I think this is going to play a bit. It'll just hit harder and maybe be a little bit of a softer target. It's on a AA5 size base.
Okay.
I'm excited to have a different heavy option in Shadow Collective, and yeah,
I think
I assume it'll come other place. Yeah, Rebels might be getting this one too.
Yeah, I think he also mentioned it's more of a glass cannon than what people originally thought. So it's not going to have a super high defense or a lot of armor, I bet. But I bet that main turret's going to pack a pretty punch. So
yeah, and there's 4 different pilot options for the models. We got the Weequay, like a generic Merc guy, and then a Black Sun and a Pike. So I don't know if that'll change the gun up. And there's also a dude with a long sniper rifle hanging out on the back. Don't know if it'll have any kind of transport keyword or not. I doubt it. That seems to kind of be the bus's role. But
are you going to magnetize this? I'm assuming the pilot.
Ooh, if I can, I will. Yes. If I can, I will.
For the Black Sun or the Pike.
Yeah. For sure. Absolutely.
I just love it. I love it. I love that you were wrong. There is stuff that's going to be in Shadow Collective.
They didn't forget about you, Randy.
Why did the thing for Shadow Collective was the one that they're like, oh man, this is too good. We better hold off on releasing it. It's like, come on.
Oh man. So I'm excited. Yeah. If you'd have said before this, you're like, hey man, they're going to introduce a new tank and it's going to be in Shadow Collective, I would have not believed that. So
and I would have thought it was the Scorpion droid things from Boba, but
yeah,
that's for the Pike Battle Force, right?
100%. It's coming.
Cool. Yeah, no, I think those are great. I'm excited. They gave us the roadmap up until Q1 2026. That is a lot of releases, a lot of re-releases, and a lot of new stuff coming.
Yeah, a lot of stuff still coming this year. So a lot of new stuff still coming this year as well. So all the starter boxes, Grievous on Wheel Bike later this year, Cloned Marksman later this year. Obviously, Ahsoka
The
coming out.
the customizable commanders.
The customizable
in Q4 will be
commando in
huge.
Q3, so that'll be around June, July. Ahsoka coming out in May, I believe. So,
Well, it'll probably be like September.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
because that's when the starter sets are. So
yeah.
I'm just looking at Q3, like Black Civil War starter set, customizable Imperial officer. It's all coming at once. That's going to be,
man. It's going to be. There's a lot to look forward to. They weren't wrong when they said 2025 was going to be a big year. It's been pretty big so far. So very exciting time to be a Legion player. Very exciting time to be to get into Legion. We have a lot to look forward to. So
I will point out 2026 Battle Pack 2. So the beginning of next year, we can finally look forward to some new missions.
Yep.
Would I have liked to see them this year? Yes. But I think we are getting some new enough stuff to change things up. We know that there's some more card changes coming, so that will change up how certain things are being played as well with the current objectives. So I think we'll be able to hang on until the end of the year for that at least. So yeah, we've got the long list of re-releases coming as well. You can look at that on the AMG site and I'm sure different places around. But I wanted to bring up, they gave a teaser for the April 15th points update. Jin, Agent Callus, Lando all showing a rework here. They've also got Cassian on the art, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's got some small changes coming as well. Notably, they are all Jin and Callus are operatives
now.
Yeah. Lando still a commander.
Yeah.
But Courage 2.
Guidance.
Was it Courage 2 before?
Yeah. Guidance now. So
Guidance.
Yeah, wild.
Callus, I think, is the best unit on this thing. I mean, Bounty, Charge, Direct Trooper, Immune Melee Pierce, Interrogate. Yeah, I mean, he got a huge buff rework. Jin is very interesting with her independent move. A lot of shenanigans there that you can do. And disengage. So she is going to be impossible to tie down, depending on what kind of heavy upgrade she has.
Question. Turn 1. You don't give her an order. Does she get to like deploy herself like the beginning of the game?
I think so.
Yeah.
Well, she has infiltrate.
I know.
Yeah.
I know she has infiltrate, but say.
Yeah, she doesn't.
You infiltrate her and then you independent move her and then she's just standing. She's on the middle box again, guys. She did it.
We did it.
I mean, she's got nimble, so that would give her a dodge.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Oh, nimble's one. Agile.
She has agile 1.
Yeah.
She has agile
1. So she would get a dodge.
She would get a dodge.
And she would keep that dodge.
Well, is it independent move and move action?
Well, well,
independent move is not a move action, so I don't think you have to complete a move action to get agile 1.
No, when you scout, you get tactical.
That's true.
And when you scout, you get agile.
But that's doing a move action, so I don't know.
Okay.
It'll be made clear in a future update.
Guys, come on. Let's talk about the fun stuff. Like Callus having bounty and interrogate now.
Or what about Lando having 1 step ahead? Is that what that says?
Oh yeah, and allies of convenience, baby.
And allies of convenience, yeah. So there's your double bounty right there.
If I get Lando, then I can run Rebels a lot easier. I'll just use my Shadow Collective stuff to fill out. 1 step ahead, yeah. It sounds kind of reactive or like some foreknowledge of something. So gonna be cool. Guidance Trooper, it's Core Trooper, okay.
Yeah, Core Trooper.
Not just Trooper. Okay. I was like, could you like run your sleeper cells back behind something?
Oh.
After they attacked, but yeah, no.
Well, Guidance Core Trooper, that'd be really good with Rebel Troopers because they'll get them another dodge.
Yep.
So, yeah. Very true.
Yeah.
April 15th.
And he is steady.
Yeah.
I did bring up if that would be good on pikes as well. Guidance Core Trooper.
Oh yeah. That would be very good on pikes.
Yeah.
So get them in the range and stuff. Especially on those whip pikes too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, very cool. It's all great. It all looks cool.
Yeah, it's again great time, and we will be reporting on the 15th, waiting after the update to see the rest of the game fully released. I know we've talked about it a lot before, but it finally feels like this is AMG's game now. Like it finally feels that they have shred the shackles of Fantasy Flight Games and everything that they had to do to be able to, because and Will's kind of made Will Schick has made this very clear. They were having to release new units, but also try to make the game their own and do a massive refresh of everything. So now it feels like that's all done. We know when everything's going to get restocked. It's a new art, new everything. And now we can start looking forward to the future. And it's only going to go up from here. So, yeah, very, very exciting. It was a massive weekend. And, yeah, just looking forward to the 15th. So, just a couple weeks away.
Yep, very positive. I feel like overall, I don't feel like I heard a lot of negative. I heard a pretty large amount of positive reaction, and I feel like it's hard not to with some of those prices coming down the core set. So I just think it was I think they did great. I think maybe last year some people might have been underwhelmed, but I don't think there's a lot of people that were underwhelmed this year with the amount of stuff and that some of the aggressiveness, some of the price points. So
yeah, I'm happy. I think it's cool. Please don't actually be nerfing Maul, and we're good. Yeah. Well, great. I think that's probably gonna do it. Do we have any tournaments or anything we wanted to call out here?
I'll go ahead and shout out the War Dome tournament. Will be 8 days away on the 20th. I'm sorry. It's in April 20th.
Wait. No, it's April 27th because I was looking at going, but it's the same weekend as my son's birthday.
Okay. I'm sorry. It is near the end of April. I forgot we're in April right now. That's why I was confused.
Weekend of the 27th in Houston.
Yes. So please sign up. They still have plenty of spots available. I think they just crossed the 20 threshold. Bring all your excitement to the tournament. Zach, the TOs, has a ton of prize support he's giving out. He's going to host a great tournament. It sounds like they have a great venue. So definitely go sign up and pack the house. It's also, I think there's a convention there as well. And this is the first year they're having Legion at this convention. So they want to bring it back next year and the year after that and everything. So yeah. And then our next local tournament is on April 12th down at Game HQ. We are extremely lucky to have a couple Alaska guys, shout out to the bros, coming in to play in our tournament in Oklahoma. That is wild. It is insane. So it's going to be great. Hopefully we can get some Kansas guys to come up. We're having some Texas guys drive up. I think right now we're sitting at like 20 players, maybe just under, maybe 19, with at least I think 4 more that haven't signed up. So this is going to be easily the biggest tournament that we've had this year.
Yeah.
We've had 3 months with 3 tournaments, all 15 players or plus, and I see that only growing after the massive releases. So yeah, it is. The community is continuing to grow. It's only going to get bigger. We're pulling in people from literally all over the country. So yeah, come on down and hang out with us. I think Randy will be there for sure. Matt
is he's been convicted by.
He's been
called out. So I might have to show up. So
I unfortunately cannot make it. It is my son's first birthday party that day, and there are not enough wife points in the universe for me to miss that day.
You should just swing. You should just swing by with the little guy.
Why did your son have his birthday that day though?
It's also Masters weekend, so
bring me a Mentos sandwich. That is your quest.
Yeah, so lots of if there's any golf fans out there, I will be watching the Masters. We'll be having my son's birthday party. I will not be thinking about Star Wars that weekend. But I will because the points update will be literally around the corner. So Yeah, if I could sneak away, I will try, but I cannot promise anything. So,
I'll also point out, Invader League is starting very soon. Sign up for that if you haven't. Also, Big D tournament at the end of May. I unfortunately can no longer go. I have to watch my daughter dance for 3 minutes that weekend, but I am bummed, but I'm glad to do that as well. Yeah, things come up, things change, unfortunately, but
life happens.
that's okay.
Yeah, I'm going. I will be there.
Yep.
So
we'll have excellent stuff. Got some exhaust tokens we've been handing out.
Love it.
Prize support should be cool. Hey, thanks so much for listening. I know this one we were just kind of nerding out over news, like announcements of announcements. But you know what? Sometimes it's just fun to be nerdy and excited together. So we appreciate you all being nerdy and excited with us. And come harass Mitchem in our Discord, because that's the thing to do.
Yep.
But thank you guys so much for listening. And just remember, XNO is just a Q3 release away.
See you.
Bye.